All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm seeing a lot of people calling in from all over the country. Some I see we even got Amsterdam in the house. All right, Polly Grace, glad you're here. Hey, today we are just going to share some information with you. I know a lot of you have maybe never heard this before. So this is basically simply to educate you on an incredible opportunity and also some products that have completely not only changed my health, my family's health, but a lot of people around the globe now, as more and more people find out about the science of activation instead of supplementation, which is what we do with our vitamins and all of that. So get a pen and a paper. I'm going to go and have you do your own research so that you're not taking my word for it today. I'm also going to show some slides, share my story, share why this company that is so incredible and publicly traded is in a network marketing business model, something that I said no to for a very long time. So I just want to make sure that you guys are able to have the information so that you can go and do your own research, ask the questions. I had a million, and get back with us or whoever invited you so that we can get those answered and see how you'd like to move forward. So my name is Daisy Shane Goodwin. I am calling in today from the North Shore of Kauai. We are all connected right now through the virtual internet. It's incredible. We're not allowed to see each other or hug each other, which is what we do here in Hawaii, but we can all stay connected right now through this forum. So I'm just excited that you're here. A little bit about myself. My husband and I were professional athletes for years. We had a great run with it, got to travel the world, do amazing things, but unfortunately, as illustrious as a professional athlete sounds, we got our income cut in half just like any other job back in 2008. And, we tried to do what we could to make ends meet. We thought we'd open a little cafe here on Kauai and learn quickly that owning a small business is not as easy as it sounds. We dumped our entire savings into it. I think we lost like 50K at the end of it. We got paid last. We were had our feet nailed to the floor and couldn't enjoy life because of how stressful it was just to even pay rent, health insurance for our workers. So unfortunately, we had to close the doors right before our second child was born and just went straight on into survival mode. I always get like a little emotional here, but survival mode is a really hard place to be. And I know a lot of you, if it's not you, you know people right now that are in survival mode. The future is uncertain for a lot of us in our country and around the world with this pandemic happening. But what I learned in survival mode was that it was somewhere I never wanted to be. We never had enough money at the end of the month. Our credit card bills were really high. It didn't matter how many waitressing jobs I did or vacation rentals that I cleaned. My husband would also do the odd construction job. There was just always too much month at the end of the money, and my health started to take a toll. I started getting riddled with anxiety. I was an insomniac at that point, which if you know me, most of you don't, but I love to sleep. It's like my favorite time of the day. And, I just really had a hard time coping with the reality of the day-to-day. Depression was knocking on my door. I couldn't be present with my kids. I mean, I could go on and on with how heavy of a burden it is to be in survival mode. And I know a lot of you are there right now, so I just feel you. And that's really why I'm asking you to just be open to listen to the information today. What you do with it is up to you. And there's no, we're not trying to sell you on anything here. So, my story goes like this. I had a dear friend come to me and say that he found a product that has completely changed his life. And most importantly, an ailment that he was battling that was life-threatening. Now, before I go into my testimony and other testimonials, I gotta say it's really important to know that I cannot tell you that these products can cure or mitigate any disease. The FDA does not allow us to say that. Now, as you know, with natural medicine, we just gotta make that real clear. So, I listened a little and I was like, well, wow, tell me more about that. He was told that he had to bring his glutathione up to help fight cancer so that he didn't have to get lit up with chemo. Now, he found this product that was raising it by 300%. Immediately, I thought, why didn't I hear about this product? And he then told me to watch a video, and immediately I said, oh, please don't tell me this is network marketing. And he goes, no, I know how you feel. I felt that way, but this one's different. And for real honest, I I wouldn't look for a long time. But I did really appreciate the herbs that were together. I did appreciate that a world-renowned scientist formulated it. And we'll get into that in a minute. But really what got my attention was my father-in-law started taking it, who was, this was his dear friend that came to us with this. My husband started to take this, and immediately they wanted to know how they could get more. Now, my husband also had been battling an ailment that we were going to have to get a risky surgery, very expensive surgery. We didn't have health insurance at the time, and we decided to live with it. And he tells me that he can't feel this ailment that's bothering him. And I'm noticing that he is acting different. And so, I basically bought into the business to save on shipping. I was not going to do network marketing, right? Well, once I got the box, I sent some to my dad. I sent some to my girlfriend, different ailments going on here. We got depression. My dad's got bad arthritis. I wouldn't even take the product until I heard from, the people that I love that this was changing their life. So basically what happened was I started to unravel what this is. And you're going to go down the rabbit hole too, because the science is so real. I'm talking peer-reviewed research studies around our flagship product. I'm talking over, I just read this morning, 220,000 studies on oxidative stress. And that's what I'm going to talk about. Let me show you the first slide. So really why this is important is because back when this company started, they did a human study and found out the Protandim, the flagship product, which is just 5 herbs. However, when they're put together, have a 1,800 times more effective synergistic compound effects. Okay, so get ready. This is powerful stuff. I still don't know why more people don't know about it, but I'll get to that in a minute too. So what happened was, let me show you this slide really quick so you can understand what oxidative stress is. Here we go. So this is basically a very easy visual for you. When you have an apple and you cut it in half, you have a brown apple within probably 2 or 3 hours. It's the same thing with our cells as we get older. And the big one is that it contributes to all disease and the causes of signs of aging. So what is oxidative stress and how do we get it? Here you go. I just want to show you that. It doesn't matter. Obviously, if you're really healthy, it helps. But as you can see, the pollutants, inactivity, alcohol, toxins, pesticides, even rigorous exercise, and wireless signals, our great phone and computer are contributing to oxidative stress. Now, this is what I want you to look at. Look at all the things that it affects, which in turn turns into disease. You can see I'm showing you right here, multi-organ, eyes, heart, brain, immune system. So why this is important is that in 2005, ABC Primetime, I don't know, some of you are too young to remember that show, but it's kind of like 2020. Remember that, where they go in and debunk people for making claims that weren't real, and you usually see the guy like walking out with the folder out the back door. Well, they went in to debunk these scientists for making this medical claim. Oh yeah, you can reduce oxidation in the cells by an average of 40% in 30 days. We're gonna go and we're gonna create some ratings and expose you. So they go in, and John Quinones, the news broadcaster, becomes the guinea pig, gets his blood drawn, and his oxidative stress measured by a T-bar test had gone down 45% in 2.5 weeks. Now, when I watched this, what got my attention even more than that is incredible, but was that they couldn't distinguish an 80-year-old's blood from a 20-year-old's blood. Now, I want you to go and watch this video so you can see what I'm saying, and they'll go into it more extensively. They have different doctors sharing and stuff, but abcnewsreport.com. That's where I want you to go to watch this. Now, here's what happened is after that aired, they were on the shelves at GNC, High Health, different health food stores, and overnight 2 million orders went through. Now, these were scientists, world-renowned Elliott Crescent Award scientists. They didn't have that infrastructure to handle that demand of overnight success. I think they only had 40,000 bottles in stock. And you and I, we'd go back maybe once or twice to GNC to get some product, and then we'd forget. Well, over the next few years, they tried to ramp up productions. They tried to do infomercials. They tried to sell it. And unfortunately, because no one was telling their personal stories, they didn't get very far. But here's what happened, and this is the magical piece. This is why today I am still doing this and still sharing the information and bringing people on that would never do network marketing. You see all these organizations, big time organizations. I'm talking American Heart Association, different universities, Harvard, Louisiana State, Texas Tech. They started to do their own independent peer-reviewed research on this natural product. So let me show you something. This is just amazing. Let me just show you who I'm talking about really quick. Hold on really quick here. I'm still learning how to do these slideshows. So thank you so much for bearing with me here, but check this out. These are all the different, just so you can get a visual. Where are you? Oh yeah, this isn't as easy as I thought it was. I was gonna show you all these new things. Well, first look at this. This is incredible. This is what Washington State University says. NRF2 is likely to be the most important health, hold on, you're blocking me, promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. And this is what our flagship product does, is it opens up that pathway. Our bodies are the miracles, but it basically flips the switch to make the antioxidants instead of taking them, which is what we do all day long with, what all the different things that we try to do, supplementing to do this. And look at, here's what I'm talking about. This is a slide I wanted to show you. Look at all these organizations and universities that have backed this by peer-reviewed research. So the next thing I want you to do is go to pubmed.gov. This is where you can research it all. This is where scientists, this is where doctors go to do their research. The National Institute of Health's website, pubmed.gov. I want you to go and I want you to type in that search bar. If you want to read the peer-reviewed research studies, you can just type in Protandim. You'll see them. There's over 24. But you could also, this is what got me, is that I started typing in that search bar anything I had coming at me ailment-wise and oxidative stress. If this is the center of all disease, I wanted to do my own research and get to the bottom of stuff. So arthritis and oxidative stress, Alzheimer's and oxidative stress, depression and oxidative stress. And you will go and see how everything is linked. And you can connect the dots, because the FDA won't allow us to say that we can cure and mitigate diseases, but you are smart enough to go and connect the dots. So, so my story goes like that. I start researching, I start seeing people want more. I start getting little checks because I signed in to do the business to save on shipping. And I started to realize that I better know what I'm saying no to. If I'm getting little $30 checks here, $40 checks here, I better know what I'm saying no to, because we were in desperation mode. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I want you to open your mind for this part. The products obviously are for everybody. You're going to see that more and more. We have one that rebuilds your mitochondrial functions, the powerhouse of the cell. One that raises your sirtuin level by 100%. When three families are products are together, they become so much more effective. And we can go through that offline here, but because of time and we're all in it, I want to make sure that I get through this. So why the business? I started to look and research network marketing. $240 billion industry, and most of them paid back to smaller people that are in it, not these guys at the top making all the money. I also started to look at a pyramid scheme, which I always thought network marketing was. I started to realize that being a waitress, I'm in a pyramid scheme. Think about your job that you had maybe before this pandemic. There's the CEO, the next in line, next in line, the next in line, all the way down to the bottom. And guess what? With this company, you can pass the person that brought you in by the work that you do. I like that. I'm going to tell you about a few bonuses, and I'm going to show you a couple slides, and then we're going to be done. Now, what I liked is that I could get in, share the information. That's it. I'm not pushing someone up against the wall and saying, come join my network marketing, thing. I'm saying, look at the information, check out the peer-reviewed research studies, look and learn about oxidative stress, look and learn about mitochondrial function and how important it is to have that so that you run at an optimal place. And then I'm going to make 40% of whatever comes in 2 or 3 days. So that's big. I get a ding on my phone because my neighbor wanted to get on and feel better, and I'm getting paid for that. I want you to think about this, because when we go to our favorite restaurant and we tell 5 people about the entree on Facebook, we don't even get a free soft drink when we go. Or the Netflix. I mean, we're all in it right now. You like a series, you post about it, you talk about it. You don't get a free month off your Netflix subscription. All network marketing is done when it's done right is that you're getting compensated for doing the work. Now, for me, I wanted to know why a company like this went into network marketing. And what happened was when 2009, they were about to file for bankruptcy. They were not doing well on the shelves. Infomercials were not getting it across. And they hired someone who said, have you thought of network marketing? This product is so profound and has such an amazing story to tell. People are going to trust their friends and their neighbors and their family. And that's exactly why 53 of you are on here right now listening to this, because someone told you to hear the information. And that's all this is you're getting compensated and paid to share the information. Now, I've watched my organization go from a little to a lot to gigantic. And the truth is, when I was pregnant with my third child and I was put on bed rest at month 4, doctor's orders were only to use the bathroom, Daisy. I still got a gigantic check every month from the work that I did before. So all this is you're creating a wheel that's going to start spinning without you. I did not quit my whole life to build this. I built it in the nooks and crannies of my life and basically taught others to do that with the support of whoever was above me. Now we are an incredible team, incredible Ohana. We all work together. And you're able to learn and get paid as you go and change people's lives. This is the best way to do business. Now, let me tell you a couple of the amazing parts of the comp plan. Something called a matching bonus, and it's always about the behavior behind it that it edifies. So the way this goes is, say I sign up my mom signs up her friend signs up neighbor signs up the doctor signs up his neighbor. I'm going to get 10% of my mom's income for the rest of her existence in LifeVantage. And that goes as wide as you want. I'm going to get 5% of her friend, 5% of the neighbor, 5% of the doctor, and 5% of his neighbor. Now, why this is important is because of the behavior that it promotes. You don't just sign someone up and say, see you later. Get that one-time bonus and see you later. No, we work together so that everybody wins. That rising tide from the neighbor, of the doctor, of the sisters, whatever I said, that person starts to do well, everyone wins. Beautiful way to do business, right? Then there's something called the elite bonus. I still fall off my chair every month because of this one bonus. Now, when you hit the elite ranks, there's no like diamond, emerald, a lot of these network marketing companies have all these different, it's just 1 to 10 here, which I love. And when you get to number 7, which is the beginning of the elite ranks, 7, 8, 9, and 10, you get a global profit share in everything sold in the world. Now, we are a publicly traded company in a couple dozen countries. We're growing every single month, slow and steady. You get a global profit share. So Pro 7 share in 1% of everything sold in the world. Pro 8 share in 2%, Pro 9 share in 3%, Pro 10 share in 4%. Now, it took me about 2 years to get to Pro 8, and that one bonus, you guys, pays for my mortgage. Now, here's a girl who was sharing a car with her husband, and this is not just my story. I got a whole team of people that have fired their bosses, are home with their kids, or living the life they wanted to live, because it doesn't matter who you know, it's who they know and who they know. And we are at the forefront of nutrigenomical medicine. It's the future of preventative care. Health and wellness is the biggest world economy booster you've ever seen, a multi-trillion-dollar industry. And we're at the forefront of it. So I don't know about you, but I was not in with, the dorm room with Mark Zuckerberg, with Facebook, or with the guy with Microsoft. But here's a chance to be in front of something that is going to change the way that people look at medicine, have cellular health, and the way that people get sick. This is the future. So I'm going to show you one more thing really quick. I want to show you this because this is gigantic. Hold on here. Here we go. I'm not, see, anyone can do this. I am not tech savvy, let me tell you. All right, here we go. I even wrote the slide down. Okay, so I'm going to show you this part. Hold on here. Okay. Get down to the bottom slide here so I can show you. Okay, so this is because we're publicly traded, everyone, you can see how much people make in this company. And I love that. I love the transparency of this company. As you can see right here, this is the average commission check that people are getting, okay? So honestly, when I got into this and I said, man, if I could make $600 a month, I could, start to dream of having my own car. I could buy a used car. We were in it. We were big time in it. And then I thought I got there pretty quickly. I got a few bonuses for getting there. And I started to realize, oh my gosh, this is kind of awesome. And then, Premiere Pro 5, I got here and realized, and not just me, I just want to really ingrain that in your head. This is not just my story. I could tell you story after story after story of people on my team that said yes, got involved and behind a product that over delivers. 87% retention rate here in this company. People come back and they want more. That's a good business. So, that's huge. $3,100 a month. Yes, please. Especially right now with people. But then you get to the elite ranks and you start to global profit share. This is every month. Pro 7s are making this. Now, I want you to think about your life and I want you to think about what you have going on. Now, if you have something that's working for you, then that's awesome. I'm trying to figure out how to unshare this. Hold on, everybody. If you have something that's going on for you, then this may not be for you. This does take consistent little amounts of time. So I did this every day for about 30 minutes to an hour. That's all I did. I was consistent. I followed the leader. I was coachable. And now years later, 6.5, 7 years later, I have a business that is doing a crazy amount. I'm getting a Pro 8 check every month. And it's not to say that I did anything special. I was consistent with little amounts of time. And if you have that, and you know people that need this, and I'm telling you, everybody wants better health, especially if they feel good right away, they want more. And that's why this opportunity is unlike anything else. We're not selling shampoo, although we have a Nerve 2 activated one. We are not selling makeup. We are not selling house cleaning, oils. We have no competition here. We own the patents on a product that can alleviate oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. We have a product that rebuilds your mitochondria and gives you sirtuin level upcrease by 100%. So yeah, this is one of those things you want to take a look at because in 2 to 5 years, everyone's going to know about it. Our stock just went from $1 to $15. We just closed the ringing bell at the NASDAQ. So yeah, people are noticing this company. We're on our way to big, gigantic things. So listen, if you're skeptical like me, or I was, I'm not anymore. Get with me, get with whoever invited you. We can go through stuff. I can answer questions. I just really appreciate you guys tuning in today and take care, you guys. We're in a very weird time in this world. And I'm just, I'm grateful to give you this information. What you do with it is up to you, but we're here for you if you have questions. Okay. Take care, everybody. Aloha.